He worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, sacrificed everything to build this business in the big Midwest city. And sure enough, he got the attention of the major company, and they were off negotiating the sale of his business.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
Welcome to the Unstoppable Podcast, and today we have Richard that is joining us from United States. So Richard, tell us, what are the 5 steps to make your first million?
The first million, the 5 steps. Well, the first one is having a clear vision. In other words, if I can't envision it, if I can't picture it, if I can't taste it, if I can't feel it, my mind will not let me go there. And what's interesting is that we have objections to success. Now, you're not going to believe me. Your listeners aren't going to believe me. But I would say about 2/3 of the entrepreneurs I work with, they have some internal struggles. They have belief systems. They have a mindset. They have something their parents did. And as a result, as they get close to success, something happens. So let me tell you a story. One of my clients came to me, and he was in the middle of negotiations to sell his company. So, and he was just arguing over little nitty things, just small things, and it was putting a monkey wrench in the negotiations. So let me give you some backstory. This man knew exactly what he wanted to do. He started a heating and air conditioning company, HVAC, we call it in the United States. And he knew exactly what this national company needed in order to buy his company. So he built his company in mind to sell it with all of the pieces in place. He worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, sacrificed everything to build this business in the big Midwest city. And sure enough, he got the attention of the major company, and they were off negotiating the sale of his business. So what was going on? Why was he putting sand in the gears of the sale? Well, it turns out that if he sold the company, a part of him, a voice said, "And who are you then? What are you going to do?" Mm-hmm. A part of him said, a voice from his mom who said, "Rich people are terrible. Money is the root of evil." All his friends were middle class, coming from the trades industry. What would happen to all his friends if he became wealthy? You know, they're talking about $30 million US. So all these internal conflicts. Who would he be with just this money and nothing to do after all this work? So what we did is we created a vision for the future. Okay, let's step into this world. All of a sudden, you're wealthy and you have a blank screen in front of you. And so we created several visions for him that he got really excited about, and he completed the negotiations. I have my own story about how I was sabotaging myself when I was building in the financial industry and building a trading firm.
But, so then, Richard, the step number 1, we're going to go for the 5 steps how to make the first million, okay. And after we're going to expand on them. So your opinion, the step number 1, what is it?
Okay, let's look at awareness. Awareness of our internal state. So I have what's the golden keys. There's 3 steps to the golden keys, not 5, but 3. But then we can look beyond that. The first step is awareness. So in fact, let's do this right now. You can do this with me, Gary.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be aware of first my physiology. I notice I'm excited talking to you. My voice is a little tight. Oh. My shoulder's a little tight. Oh, that feels better. Oh, so first is awareness of our physiology and our emotions. How are my emotions right now? Oh, I'm really excited about this conversation, talking to your listeners. My emotions are on the positive side. A little excited, so I'm going to take a moment to calm them. So now, what are the quality of my thoughts? My thoughts are pretty neutral. They're not negative. They're not really positive. So they're just there, and I'm just having a conversation with Harry. So the first step is awareness, and we go through our physiology, our emotions, and the quality of our thoughts. For example, if my thoughts were, Rich, you should have said something different when Harry introduced you. You should have done this. You should have done that. Why did you get up so late this morning? So, that's the quality of thoughts. On the other hand, I have thoughts of gratitude, thankful for the life I've lived, for my family. That's a very different quality of thoughts. So the golden keys are awareness. Next one is acceptance. So what we do is, if I judge myself, let's say I discover I'm a little tight talking to you, or I'm a little nervous, my brow is, like this, I go like this. Oh, Rich, stop it. Stop it. Well, the golden key is acceptance. So, I accept what I discover in my physiology, my emotions, and thoughts. Now, once I do that acceptance, then I can say, okay, what do I want now? I want to have a relaxed, wonderful conversation with Harry. So I've gone through awareness, acceptance, and what do I want now? And I call that agency. In other words, do I allow my emotions, my physiology, my worries, my concerns drive this conversation? Or do I say, oh, I have agency. I can relax my body. I can take a deep breath. And I can decide, what do I want now, which is a delightful conversation. So those are the first steps we do. And the important one there is acceptance, self-acceptance.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.